Welcome to this video on ABB Totalflow security. In this video we're going to discuss the three different types of security available in Totalflow devices: device-based, PCCU-based, and finally our new one, role-based. Let's get started with our first method of security, device-based. In device-based security, we use a security switch. Level 1 will be our read-only status, and level 2 would be write and read, both. Let's take a look at where the security switch is on the unit. As you can see in the video, the down position, the up position is the on, the down is the off position. And to secure the integrity of the switch, we have a latch on our cabinet in which we can secure with a lock. Closing the latch, we can put a padlock in the hasp. Now let's take a look at setting up the security code in PCCU. We go to the top level menu of the tree, go to Setup, go to our Security Level 1 and Security Level 2. We put a 4-digit code in Level 1 and a 4-digit code in Level 2. Let's close that. Now let's go back into the unit using one of our security codes, our read code 1111. Let's connect back to the unit. Now we're going to go into the measurement tube and make a change in the setup. Let's change the contract hour from midnight to 7 a.m. Let's send that. As we can see, we didn't have sufficient privilege to make that change. So we do a reread and it changes back to what it originally was. Let's take a look at remote communications, how the device-based security affects remote communications. In using remote communications, we set up an ID using the ID Manager program in PCCU. Here within the ID we set our security code either 1111, which is our read-only, or 2222, which would be our write. Let's now look at our second option of security, PCCU-based security. PCCU-based security works on the idea of a password administrator setting up accounts for PCCU users. There's three categories of privileges: admin, application editing, and downloading of files to device. Two accounts are already set up for you when you log in as admin and user, which give you also all access to the two options. The two options that are available when setting up accounts are application table configuration and download applications. Application table configuration gives you privileges to modify and send applications to the table. Download applications gives you rights to download files. Let's look at how we would add a user account. First, we would log on as admin. Type in admin and blank as a default password. Hit OK. Let's look at the bottom right corner and make sure we are logged in as admin, which we are. Let's now go in to Security Password Administration. We're going to add an account called Customer. Put in our password. And a short user description. In this case, it's only going to be a read-only guest. We're not going to check application table or download applications. We're going to hit the OK button, see that we've created the account. Now let's log in as that customer. PCCU login customer, and we put in our password. Hit OK. Make sure we're logged in as customer. Now let's go into the device. Go to the top menu. Let's look at our applications and see if we have any abilities there to change applications. It appears we do not, which is correct. Now let's go into the Save and Restore utility and look at some files. We'll go into the TF cold area, click on one of the files, and you can see it's grayed out and we do not have the ability to download a file or download a folder. So everything seems to be working correctly on the customer login. Our third and final option for security is known as role-based security. Also known as role-based access control, the system is designed for administrator to design roles and control access to various applications within the G4. System requirements for the role-based security include the latest version of PCCU 7.16.0 and various flashes for the XRC and XFC units. Let's now take a look at setting up the security file for role-based security. Now let's look at the setup within PCCU to set up a security file. Let's log into our meter as normal. Once we're in, let's go to Operate, Security, Role Administration. We're going to hit the New button, and let's put a description in here. We'll need to add a user. The first user we'll add, we should probably always add the admin. So let's put the admin person in. Give them a password. Let's make sure their role is admin. So we put administrator for their role. Notice it changes the applications on the right, the read-write capabilities and such. Let's add another user called a Tech3. Give them a password. And let's give them the role of expert. There again, it changed the rights they have to the various applications on the right here. Let's go down and look at the port configuration. We're going to enable by security switch the COM0. We're going to disable COM1 and 2. Currently, RBAC does not support remote communications, so we'll leave those off and disabled. USB will enable that by security switch. Bluetooth, we're going to disable that and then enable the network ports. Once we've got this set the way we'd like it, we do a save as, and it'll ask us for an admin password for the security file itself. This is different than the admin of the local box. So let's put 4 nines in there for that. Now we give it a name. And we've now saved a security file. To install a security file, we log into our XFC XRC as normal. We go to Operate, Security, Role-Based, this time Send Security File. It'll ask us for the path of the file we just created. We select our file, select Open, Send, say OK, and we get a screen that says a security file has been successfully sent to the device. Now that we've loaded our security file into our G4, let's log in. Go to Entry Mode. We see a pop-up screen that asks us for a username and password. We'll use our admin password. We'll also select the box that asks us to save this as a default user. This will allow us to bypass this screen each time and go directly in. Let's say OK. And if we look down in the bottom right corner, we can see that we are now logged in as an admin on the role-based system. Now let's take a look at how we view our security log within the G4. Let's go to Entry Mode and log on as normal. Let's go to the top level menu. Across the top we'll see a tab labeled Security Log. Select that and it will give us the items of security within our G4 based on date and time. The new role-based security for G4 gives customers the flexibility to assigning role responsibilities for their G4s. With the latest version of PCCU, version 7.16.0, and appropriate flashes, the system can be utilized. Currently, role-based system does not support remote ports, but does support local ports. It can work with or without the existing hardware security switch. Thanks for listening.